Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And I have a question for you all. Are you also excited about this Ripple v SEC case? I know a lot of people have said no because it's taking too long, it's all a plan, it is never ending, it's all the same, and I feel you. Understand me, I really understand you. However, I am crazy excited because of all the confirmations that we've been getting and the more and more certainty that I have that Ripple is going to make it big. It's going to go out with a bang, and that's going to be a skyrocket of the XRP price. However, that's just my thought process though. Today, I have a little bit of an update on the SEC v Ripple case, but also just some general crypto news. Stick around, it's about to get interesting. Alright, Ripple v SEC. The court has granted the motion for extension of time. I bit my lip. The extension for filing pre-motion letters regarding summary judgment has been granted, but no due date has been set pending resolution of the motions to strike and dismiss. There was no separate written order. The granting of motions for extension of time are often ruled in this fashion. It's what's known as a docket order, only seen on the docket sheet. You can tell that because next to the docket order it says runner, which means that if you want to see it in the court's file, you can literally run to the courthouse and look at it. If there was a separate written order, it would say order or free. Adjourned signed die means that has a specific date has not yet been set for the filing of the pre-motion. So, or the pre-motion letters or statements of material facts, because those dates will depend on what the court rules on the pending motions to strike and the motion to dismiss. Those motions must be decided before the other documents can be filed, and we don't know when those motions will be decided. So what he's basically saying is, well, in the start here, the court has granted the motion for an extension of time. So the lawsuit is, theoretically speaking, going to be taking a little bit longer because some motions will be filed a little bit later. Like the pre-motion letters regarding summary judgment, they've basically been changed to a new date, but the exact date is not set because we need two decisions first, which are most likely going to happen after we see the hearing on the 31st. Most likely the judge is going to first rule on that hearing, subject to the 31st of August. She's going to hear it, and then either she goes and gives a partial conclusion or nothing at all. We'll hear it in a couple of days afterwards. And then most likely she's going to decide on the motion to strike and motion to dismiss too. And then we can have a date for all this other stuff. Because right now it's a little bit of a mess, but that's because it's just been a freaking hoopa of just stapling of different things that need to be discussed and kind of talked out. So that is that. But guys, by the way, while I'm on the subject of XRP in this lawsuit, I still am figuring out the best decision for my XRP trading strategy regarding a settlement. It's going to be over on Patreon. However, I'm just thinking of just launching a small little guide today over on Patreon and then just giving you guys a better update as I figure it out, because I find it so ridiculously difficult to come up with an almost fail-proof system to turning $10,000 into $1 million once we get a settlement. But I definitely think it's possible, and I think a lot of people are going to be pulling it off with just the information that I provide. Yet, it's still a little bit of a risk. It's always going to be, but I think it's going to be really freaking interesting. I think so. Yeah, I have a plan. All right, I'm going to make a video right after this one for Patreon. It's a small little guide for how it's going to be working, my setup basically. And afterwards, I'll try to tweak it as I can. But I guess I should just have one small little guide open for if we actually get a settlement, so people are prepared. And it might go wrong, but at least you then have the knowledge to kind of tweak your own strategy at that point as well. Yeah, I'm gonna be working on that. All right. Then, by the way, make sure you press the like button if you are enjoying these videos. It helps the channel out a ton, and I appreciate every single one of you who takes the time out of his day to watch these videos, but also to press that button. All right, I appreciate you a ton. Team Digital posted on Twitter, I heard Digital Asset Buy talk about what the heck is this chart? Well, it could be relisting of XRP if you have a wallet and transfer a big amount of one coin to an external wallet. You can see the exact same curve in your balance, and while this one isn't affected by price, I have no idea what this guy was actually saying. I literally have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. However, the chart does look kind of odd. You can actually look it up on ledger.exposed. I'm gonna type it in for you guys as well. Ledger.exposed XRP. There we go. Here we go. We'll look at the rich list. Here we are. All right. So here ledger.exposed/rich-stats. And if you go to the by percentage of accounts, you'll see there's a little bit of a freaking, I don't know, limbo dancing contest going on right here. It's pretty strange. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. The amount has gone down by about 100 XRP in time. Yet the difficulty in this one lies in the fact that it could have been indeed that these were shifts. Yeah, no, we actually don't know how big these shifts were because theoretically speaking, right, this is from the 4th of June up till now. And this start and end have a difference of 100 XRP. So there were most likely some big dips right here in the amount of XRP needed to be in the higher rankings. Then again, it's also logical that these were dips when the price was pumping like crazy, because if people don't really sell off yet the price goes up, right, there's a little bit of a misbalance basically, because then if you have the same amount of coins, all of a sudden that's worth so much more, and that has to kind of balance itself out, right? And it could be that right now, for example, we are closer to the June 4th prices than we were at the time. That could have something to do with that. It could. Then again, if you guys have any other theory about it, let me know. Generally speaking, though, the amount of coins that people are holding is going up as time is moving on right now, except for these higher two rankings. But usually it's kind of in a little bit of how do you say it? It combines quite properly because a lot of these guys in the top realm here are exchanges with XRP in their big wallets. Same thing for this top area here. These are exchanges mostly. So what happens is a lot of XRP gets moved from these addresses to lower addresses or really down towards the bottom right here. It's because some people have, for example, 10 of these addresses, but for example, 10,000 people could have one of this address in total. And so that's a shift from these higher up addresses to lower ones. It could also just be people selling their coins off piece by piece, maybe because the price is going up. That's also one thing. And that's also why going from $500,000 to be in this bracket to $494 is really kind of normal as well too, because once more, guys, in this specific case here, it could be that at that time this was $400,000. It could be that right now this is $1.1 million. So to be in the top 0.1%, at first it would only take, a couple $100,000. Right now it takes more than $1 million. So it has to kind of even itself out towards the downside. At least that's what sounds logical to me. So that's why the higher ends usually go down a little bit. Let's see what else we got. SEC fee Ripple. Another delay added to the judgment with courts running docket order. Let me actually tell you guys, it's not actually a bad thing. Guys, understand that this delay is for a couple of things only. The fact discovery has not gotten delayed. It is only the pre-motion letters for summary judgment and the expert discovery deadline. But to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to delay the lawsuit itself too much, because if they came to a settlement, they would come to a settlement at the same sort of time frame. If they're not going to come to a settlement, it's going to be decided by the court, and I mean, we're most likely not going to really notice the difference. This 2, 3, 4 week type of thing, it could just be that the judge takes a little bit more time to decide something anyway. So a 3, 4 week delay, stuff like that, you're not really going to notice too much about, at least in my opinion. If it's another 2-month delay, then you're starting to be like, ooh. But it could even be that if they got the 4 week delay, that it's going to be fixed in, for example, 2.5 weeks or so. And it could literally be that the judge would have just taken her time in that sense as well. So I don't think it's going to be too big. Then something big is happening with TRX and BTT. Classic Justin Sun, always saying there's an announcement of an announcement. I do wonder exactly what's going to happen, though, in the near future. I mean, he's excited about it, I guess. And Grayscale Crypto Fund Premium hits a negative. Well, the 5 main crypto managed by Grayscale Investment Holdings now hold a negative premium. Previously, Morgan Stanley reported holding 900,000 GBTC shares. And low and high premiums are indicators of Bitcoin inflows into the trust. When the premium is declining, it means that Bitcoin inflow into the trust is slowing down. Negative premium rates mean that GBTC trades at a discount in accordance with the spot price of Bitcoin. Volatility on the Bitcoin market that leads to rapid price increases usually causes a premium rate drop down, since the fund's shares are not catching up with Bitcoin's rate of growth. Now, first and foremost, negative premium rates give investors a signal about current market risks and may push them away from investing into the Grayscale fund. there's a difference between the profitability of the fund and the risk premium. While the asset itself trades with a significant profit, institutional and private investors tend to avoid investments in assets with negative premium rates. The largest fund at Grayscale, the Bitcoin one, which holds a negative premium rate since February of 2021 and currently trades at a minus 15% premium. All of the major cryptocurrency funds of Grayscale Investments now have negative premium rates after LTCN hit the minus 0.7 premium percentage. Okay, so all I have to say about this one is it really works with the net asset value. And so, well, let's actually kind of finish the story here. Negative Bitcoin movements like the one witnessed in May usually work in favor of the trust premium rates since the spot price comes closer to the net asset value. In periods of positive premium rates, GBTC faces a large institutional investment volume since the risk-to-reward ratio becomes more pleasing for fund managers. Minimum fund entry remains at $50,000, which makes it unattractive for small retail, but that's because of the regulations. It's not because they really want to, Grayscale. Point being, in this specific case here, I don't really think it's something you should hold too dearly because I firmly believe it has to do with the fact that Bitcoin is going up too much, and people are more so just buying Bitcoin rather than the Grayscale Trust, which is kind of acting like an ETF, but also kind of not, right? Because again, you can see some of the discrepancies there. People just want to invest in crypto, the real underlying crypto. They don't want your stock whenever they have the option to. As this crypto is becoming easier and easier to buy and Coinbase is getting so big, Grayscale's interest is just getting less and less appealing in the ever so evolving market. My opinion though, my opinion. Guys, there's a $3,650 bonus over on Bybit that you might want to check out because you can actually get some crazy profit with just trading that. Make sure you check it out. A link is down below to Bybit. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. I trade on it every single day, as you guys know. And yeah, that was it for today's video.